Welcome into the first Big Ten CrossCourt cast of this 2024 college season. I'm your host, Richard Mai, alongside my co-host, Archit Suresh. We're so excited to be taking you through conference play this season. Archit, what are you looking forward to in this Big Ten season?
Well, yeah, I'm just going to be looking at the multitude of matches we're going to have over the course of the next 8 weeks or so. I start of a fun season and lots to come. So I'm going to be excited to be doing these with you every week.
Yeah, a multitude of matches, but today just one. Iowa versus Nebraska for the women's side. Archit, is there anything that you're looking forward to in this matchup particularly?
Well, I think more specifically, I'm looking to see how Nebraska is going to rebound after a tough loss on Friday to Maryland, down 2-0, battle back to 3-3 on all courts, and then ultimately lose in a decider. But you know what? I think it's fairly certain that they're going to bounce back. They're going to be invigorated and energized and ready to come out with a win today. Iowa 6-6 on the season, 1-0 in conference play. They're going to look to put one on the win column and get above 500. So it's going to be a fun one.
Are you looking to see any particular close matches, tightness, maybe a 4-3 comes down to a doubles point type of situation, or is this going to be more one-sided than we think?
Well, when it comes down to it, I think I have to lean Nebraska in this one, but I will say it's obvious that Iowa could easily get into this one, but it all starts with the doubles point, as we're going to show you or sooner rather than later, hopefully. But as it comes down to it, it's going to be how well do you execute in the doubles point? That's always the biggest thing for an underdog coming into it. You want to start with the momentum, get 1 point up on the board. A lot easier in college tennis to find three singles wins than it is for, especially when you're a visiting team on the road as an underdog. I think that's going to be the most important thing for Iowa today.
Well, with that said, we're going to head right into our first few matches, the doubles matches. Coin tosses on all three courts. Let's get right to it.
Nice offensive play here from Nebraska here on court one. Especially key on serve, attacking at the net, poaching wherever possible. Again, great skill at the net here on court 1 for Nebraska. Apologies to everyone. Hopefully we'll get those scoreboards up and running so we can see exactly who's playing where. But as for right now, it's a 1-0 service hold for the Huskies. Some more spectacular net play here from Nebraska on court 1.
Great serving from the Huskers on courts 2 and 3, keeping themselves in the match. Yeah, Sonny, Ruskin has ACC CrossCourt cast. We have Chris Halliors on the SEC. Perry is on the Big 12 this season. They're all doing some great stuff. You guys should go check them out as well.
And that's a break point here on 1. Going to be big for Nebraska to grab this if they can. Second serve here. What did they try and do? And a double fault seals the break for Nebraska. Great start for the Huskers here. Up 2-0 on court 1. If you can, Richard, let's try and get court 2 up on the big screen. And a big forehand rip down to the player at the net for the Huskers. And that's a 1-1 hold. Great poach down on court 3. Down to your bottom left, viewers, if you can't see. Good hands now. Court 2. Good couple of handsy volleys there after a short slice approach. Break lead for Nebraska on 1. On serve on courts 2 and 3 here. That's how you say the break point here down on court 3. I'm going to stick to court 2 as of right now, just to finish up introductions. But as you can see here, a lot happening here in the doubles point. And that's what we love about college tennis, isn't it?
Okay, looking through our lineups here, on doubles number 1 for the Huskers, you have Rafael Lacasse and Maya Pietrovich. And then for Iowa, you have Mera and Matthews on the other side of the net. Then looking at doubles number 2 for the Huskers, Danilchenko and Zamburek. For Iowa, Pokorna and Kranhold. And then on doubles number 3 for the Huskers, Gallego and Loy. And for Iowa, Hayashida and Schmidt.
That's a break lead for the Huskers on all three courts here. Iowa going to have to do some serious battling back if they're going to take the doubles point. Just as a reminder for everyone, it is 2 of 3 on the doubles point to get that 1 point, and then a race to best of 7 with 6 singles matches left to play between both teams. That's a brilliant forehand down the line from Nebraska. Big serving and a closeout at the net on 3. Why don't we head over to court 1 on the big screen if you can, Richard? Try and catch this.
Something I appreciate. I'm following up a good list of Syracuse broadcast alums up here. Big shout outs to Gil Gross, who does a lot of great work for us as well.
Nebraska racing away with this one on court 1. Could be over before you know it. 4-love lead, serving for 5-love. If you're a Nebraska fan, you got to be feeling pretty good about where this doubles point is going for your team.
Great poaching from Iowa there. Archit, if you're on this Iowa team, what are you looking at, to try to crack down and maybe get it back into this match?
Well, again, easier said than done. I'm not the one on the court, but if I'm Iowa, I'm doing my best to try and be as imposing as I can up in net. I know that's obviously pretty hard when someone else is right across from you, and that the way Nebraska has been hitting their ground strokes right at the net players, it's clear they've had a game plan installed from the beginning, but just got to try and shorten out these points. Don't play on your own terms, right? You'd rather go down swinging and lose than playing passive and let Nebraska continue to take this in the way that they are. Again, she tried to poach there, but just too good from the Huskers, right? Forehand down the line, saw the poach coming and just took their chance.
The choice of attacking at the net player is such an interesting one to me. I mean, you have to be so effective with that shot to make it, complete and make it work.
Again, let's put court 2 on the big screen for everyone to see here. It's a big one for the Hawkeyes to try and claw their way back into this doubles point. 30-40 here, second serve, I believe. And she floats the volley long. And there it is. Iowa Hawkeyes back on serve here on court 2. Let's see if they can make this one. Why don't we head on over to court 3? Seeing as that's the other one that's only one breakdown, but obviously 30-all here, precarious position if you're the Hawkeyes. .30 here. Got to take this service game to stay within touching distance. with this match and with regards to the entire doubles point included. And here it is, Richard. Our first deciding point of the Big Ten Conference season. I almost got goosebumps. Receiver's choice, choosing to go back to the ad side here. Let's see what they cook up. Great lob, great finish. There's the Hawkeyes who managed to take it to 2-3. Hold serve there. Keep things close. That's all you can do at this point. And just try and get a chance when on their service games. When you get a look in, you got to take it.
With that said, Lacasse and Petrovich over on court number 1, still running away with this thing. Up 5-love. We'll look to close out the first of three doubles matches for the Huskers very soon.
Why don't we go ahead and put court 1 on the big screen as well for everyone to see, as you never know when this thing may come to a close.
Nice serving from Jessica Matthews, hoping to keep the Hawkeyes still in this first doubles match.
Solid hands at the net there, just raising the question, make them serve it out. And we'll see how it goes. Looks the volley long there. A game point for the Hawkeyes, looking to get on the board here on court 1. Deciding point here on court 2 coming up. Apologies, already taking it. I'm behind on the scoreboards. It's a break lead again for the Huskers, 3-2.
That upper backhand volley floats long. They'll still have one more chance at least to close things out before the deciding point.
Absolutely, but hopefully they clinch here, or else they're going to be looking back at that volley thinking what might have been if they had at least gotten Nebraska to try and serve it out. But let's see here. One more chance before deciding point. There it is, big first serve, forehand return into the net. Now Lacasse and Petrovich are going to have to try and serve this one out.
Over on courts 2 and 3, both matches currently 3-2 in favor of the Huskers. Interesting to see how this one goes. Maybe Iowa can pull out a doubles point. They're keeping things tight over on 2 and 3.
We'll see. Still got the break lead, but as you know, break means nothing if you can't serve them out. Great backhand angle there. Saw.
Saw the opening.
There it is. Apologies. Sorry, my audio cut out there. But Richard, we're on sync, aren't we?
That's what we're here for, aren't we? Great hands over on court 3. Setting themselves up with a game point to go up 4-2. We've got a triple
point
set
here,
point
ladies and gentlemen.
over on court 1. Very nice cross-court return. Sails right past the Huskers.
.30 here. Still 2 more chances, but
Got a deciding point over on court 3. Doubles 2. The Huskers convert the break for 2. And just everything seeming to go the Huskers' way. They clinch doubles 1.
well, just about everything, but we do have a break back here on 3. If there's a win from somewhere for Iowa, it's going to have to start there. For Nebraska, 6-1 win on court 1 for Lacasse and Petrovic. And it's Gallego and Loy on court 3, who are on serve here against Iowa. Court 2, Danielchenko and Zambirik still up a break here. If they can hold on to that one, it's a doubles point for Nebraska.
Really nice backhand over on court 3. I like the way that she really steps into her shot. Made it all the more aggressive. Another break converted for the Huskers over on court 2. They go up 5-2, will look to serve it out and clinch doubles point for Nebraska. Ball sails long, and the Hawkeyes will go up 4-3 over on doubles three.
Hayashida and Schmidt keeping Iowa in this doubles point here on court 3, but will it matter? Can Nebraska serve it out on court 2 with Daniilchenko and Zamyurek?
Well, all signs are leading yes right now with some great net play.
While they're serving for it right now, why don't we go full screen here on court 2? Love lead here for Daniilchenko and Zamyurek. Koma and Cranholt looking to extend this, keep Iowa alive in this doubles point.
Super well placed volley.
Yeah, well, Richard, I thought that second serve looked a little long, but it did not, ultimately ended up not mattering as they were able to put away the volley here on court 2.
All right, that'll give the Huskers a set point to clinch this doubles point.
Very first doubles point, match point of the Big Ten CrossCourt cast season. Let's see how it goes.
A double fault will put them into a second set point, match point.
Little tight there on the second serve. Obviously, who wouldn't be with the pressure of serving out a doubles point here, your first Big Ten regular season match. There it is. Bounces right back. Daniilchenko and Zamyurek take the doubles point for Nebraska with wins on courts 1 and 2. Richard, how are we feeling after that doubles point?
I think we've got some good tennis ahead of us. I mean, on courts 2 and 3, at least for the first half of the set, the Hawkeyes kept themselves pretty well in their matches. I'm excited to see what can happen from here.
Nebraska being awarded the doubles point. Huskers lead 1-0. There will now be a 5-minute break before the start of singles play.
With that said, Nebraska clinches the first point of this match. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back for some more singles action here on this Big Ten CrossCourt cast. Welcome back into this cross-court cast. Nebraska women's tennis versus Iowa. Singles play just getting started. In your big box right here on court 1. You've got Rafael Lacasse versus Diane Hayashida.
Okay, here we go, Hawks.
Taking things over to court 2.
Taking things over to court 2, we've got Marissa Schmidt versus Anfisa Daniilchenko. Over to court 3, we've got Barbara Pokorna for Iowa and Isabella A. Gallego for Nebraska.
Over on court 4, Pia Kranholt for the Hawkeyes versus Maya Petrovich for Nebraska.
And over to court 5, Vipasha Mehra for the Hawkeyes versus Anna Zamburik of Nebraska.
And closing things out on court 6, you got Maria Taranova for the Huskers of Nebraska, and Jessica Matthews for the Iowa Hawkeyes. Archit, any matches that we're particularly, looking at here that maybe we want to...
Well, while we're running everyone through, why don't we go ahead and put court 5 up on screen? Solid opening game. Looks like it's 30 all here with Zamburik serving for Nebraska. And that's Mehra with the killer forehand down the line to set up break point here in this opening service game. It's going to be crucial if they can try and get a break here early on singles 5. Really set the tone for singles after what was a disappointing doubles point for the Hawkeyes. If you can, Richard, can we put courts 1 and 2 on the little boxes on the side?
I absolutely can.
Go, Jess.
The first game for the match already clinched on singles 3. Isa Gallego with the first game. Over on singles 4, Pia Kranholt clinches her first game. And over on singles 6, Jessica Matthews. So the Hawkeyes with a good start to singles play. Winning 2 out of the 3 opening games.
Let's go,
like you said, Archit, hoping for a bounce back in comparison to how
that's a break on 5, Hawks.
As you can hear, ladies and gentlemen, that's a break on court 5 for Vipasha Mehra, starting out with solid backhand there. Why don't we put court 1 on the big screen there? As you can see, Hayashida already getting a break for Iowa. Big breaks for the Hawkeyes in singles here. Apologies, I meant court 2 in the big screen if you can, but...
All right, reset, Marisa.
And Anfisa Daniilchenko says, hold on, wait a minute. Nebraska can break serve here too, as that's singles break there for court 2. And he said, Anfisa Daniilchenko, over Marissa Schmidt. While we take everyone around, why don't we put court 6, 3, and 1 up for everyone to see. And then after a few games, why don't we go on over to 2, 4, and 5?
I'm liking the match here on court 6. Some nice service holds to start things off. As per usual, the question kind of remains who breaks first and who can convert that break.
As we go through this, we'll run it through again. Break lead for Iowa, on court 1. Break lead for Nebraska on court 2. On serve there on court 3 and 4. Break lead for Iowa on 5. And on serve again for court 6. A nice aggressive backhand down the line there for Taranova.
Let's go, Jessica!
If we can go put court 4 on the big screen here. Petrovitz and Kranholt going at it early in this one. Deciding point here. And Petrovitz holds, making it 1-all here. Staying on serve. Can Richard go ahead and put court 1 on the big screen here, but may as well just want to keep it here since it's in the midst of a point right now. That's a long, grueling rally. I believe to consolidate Hayashida's service hold. Indeed, 2-love for Hashida over Lacasse. Well, there's more and more action everywhere. If we can get court 3 up anywhere on the screen, please, Richard. Well, it looks like we just missed it, but it was Pokorna holding there on a deciding point for a 2-1 lead. For right now, while we're getting things started, why don't we go over to, let's see, why not court 2 instead of court 3, Richard? And if possible, put court 6 up instead of court 4.
Something that's so interesting to me when you look at these score lines, the Hawkeyes lead every single singles match except for singles 2, where Danilchenko leads 2-love, potentially 2-1 as she faces a triple game point for Marissa Schmidt.
Absolutely solid start for the Hawkeyes here in court 1, bouncing back from a tough doubles point. Let's see if they can sustain it, try and grab some first sets, make a real push. Scoreboard pressure always does things in a match.
What do you think it is, Archit, that's making singles seem to go really, currently in the favor of the Hawkeyes? Is it maybe just a mentality change? You go down in the doubles point, feel like you need to make it up, or is it a difference in the gameplay?
It could be anything. Sometimes it is just the matter of resetting after what was a tough doubles point. We've all heard the saying, get as much bad things outside of your system, and then, see what you can do from there. I think, honestly, they're starting to play a little bit more freely, engage in these rallies. They look physically, fit, ready to start this match, and, they've responded. I think that's the biggest thing is how does a team respond with regards to adversity. They've done just that, but obviously breaks don't mean anything if you can't serve them out, as I'll also continue to repeat over today. We'll see how this goes, though.
That's Maddie Cobalt walking off of court 1, assistant coach for the Huskers. Someone that I've had some experiences pretty often last season. Cobalt coming to Nebraska after spending 3 years as the assistant coach up here in Syracuse, where I'm at. Cobalt did some great work with the Orange up here during her time, looking to see how she can make a super positive effect on the Huskers in Nebraska.
Absolutely, and if you can, Richard, go ahead and put court 3 up on the big screen here.
Yeah, Vic.
Let's go, Jessica!
Break lead for Pokorna here. Gallego threatening to challenge that, though, with 30 all here. Precarious position. That's a crafty little combo for Gallego there. Little slice lob sets up backhand pass.
I mean, I've noticed this throughout the singles matches, but the Hawkeyes as a whole just seem to be a lot, like you said, freer, way more aggressive, nice deep baseline hitting strokes. So it's interesting to see how, maybe the strategy has changed.
Absolutely, but it looks like the Nebraska is starting to weather the storm here. Singles 3 and 4. I think we just missed court 4, but that's a break back for Petrovic over Kranthold. Break point here for Gallego as well on court 3. As you can see there, that's a break for Terra Nova on 6. Now it's Nebraska looking in control early on. Corna manages to hold on court 3 with 3-1 lead there. So that's a break for Iowa on court 1, break for Nebraska court 2, break for Iowa on court 3, on serve on 4, break for Iowa on 5, and a break for Nebraska on 6. In the early proceedings, it's looking like both teams trading blows here, not really much separating them in singles.
Yeah, let's go. Good defense. Here we go, right now, Marisa.
This could very well go down to that doubles point meaning a lot in a 4-3, finish.
Even in a 4-2 finish, it just helps having that scoreboard pressure, right? Being able to put one on the board, knowing you only have to get to 3 singles wins instead of 4. Makes a huge difference for whatever team takes that doubles point.
But the Hawkeyes doing a good job to fight that scoreboard pressure as they lead 4 out of the 6 singles matches.
Let's go, Jessica!
We can go ahead and put court 5 where court 4 is, Richard. And if we can put court 2 where court 3 is, that would be very helpful.
Yeah, love that. Let's go.
Go, Hawks!
Well, it looks like court 3 is on the changeover. Let's go ahead and put court 6 there instead at the top left.
Let's go, Viv.
Let's go.
Break point here for Marissa Schmidt.
Go, guy.
Huge inside-out backhand winner there from Danilchenko. Set up a deciding point here. Schmidt looking to break back. Danilchenko looking to consolidate her break. Stay up 3-1.
Go, Viv.
Archie, maybe it's the camera angle, but I feel like these rallies are staying super long, and a part of that because of the heavy topspin that's being put on these balls. kind of waiting things out and waiting for that opportunity to strike, like you saw with Danielchenko's, backhand.
I agree. And Vipasha Mehra with some big ground strokes there to set up a 4-1 lead on singles 5.
Yeah, Marisa! Cool. Yeah, good ball, Pia.
See if you can put court 4 up instead of court 5 there, Richard. Kranholt had love 40 there on Petrovich's serve. Let's see if we can see
Let's
any
go,
of that.
guys! Here we go, Hawks!
Here it is, break point here on court 4. As well as a deciding point on court 1, if you can get that up, Richard.
Here you go, Jess. Right now, come on, all you, let's go.
And that's Hayashida on court 1 for Iowa with a 3-1 lead.
And a nice volley over on court 2
Yeah,
from Danielchenko goes right behind the back of Schmidt.
Yeah, Poco! Here you go, Pia!
And that's Kranholt with the break on 4 for Iowa.
That makes 3 out of the 6 singles courts with more than with a 2 or more game lead for the Hawkeyes. Iowa coming out swinging in these singles matches.
Absolutely. Now, if you could throw court 6 up there instead of court 1, there's a deciding point there on Terra Nova's serve. Might have just missed it.
Yeah, Pia, come on.
You can see Jessica Matthews holding there for 3-all on court 6. Excuse me, Terra Nova holding for 3-all on court 6. Matthews about to serve here for Iowa.
Yeah, good ball, Marisa, come on.
The Huskers are really going to have to tap into those 3 matches that or now 2 matches that they are
Good point, Pia, right back,
confidently
let's go.
in at singles 6 and singles 2.
That's some great offensive play for Danielchenko there to set up break point here on court 2.
Danielchenko will look to give
Good ball,
the
good slice,
Huskers
Jess, let's go.
a lead in one of the 6 singles matches, whereas the Hawkeyes lead 4 out of the 6.
Yeah, with the match on serve there on 6. So far, it's all Iowa in singles, but can Nebraska keep it together here?
Let's go, Vit!
Really solid there from Marissa Schmidt.
Let's go, Pia.
Handling the depth from Daniilchenko's backhand there. Ultimately finds her way to net with the volley winner. If you can put up court one anywhere, Richard, there's a break point for Hayashida for Iowa.
Let's go, Jazz. Above it. Yeah, Poco!
Well, someone over at Nebraska is very vocal today. And that support will be very important. As singles 5 is Mara is up 5-1. Will look to close out the first set of this match. I'll take them on
Actually,
screen.
Richard, why don't we? If you can, Richard, go ahead and put court 2 up instead of court 1, as there's a deciding point coming up there. Don't want any of you viewers to miss out on any action here. We've got you covered across all 6 courts. Well, let's stick with court 5 here on the big boxes. Mara looking to close in.
So vet.
Zamburek visibly not happy with that shot. But as always, it's important to keep your head up, keep your head down, whatever you prefer, and just keep it moving.
Well, as long as you're keeping your head, am I right? Deciding points here on courts 2 and 4.
Oh yeah, Pia! Yeah, Marisa! Here we go, Hawk!
Well, the deciding point over on 2 will go Marissa Schmidt's way.
Let's go, Jess. Come on, enter every point. Let's go. There you go.
And on court 4, it'll go to Pia Kranholt. She leads 5-2. Iowa getting both deciding points here. And Mara might even be closing in on a first set here on court 5. 30 all.
Mira, bueno. Está bueno, está bueno, está bueno. Yeah, Coco. Vamos, Isabel, vamos. Yeah, Jess.
That's a big return from Mara here. Deciding point, but also set point here. Receiver's choice. She chooses the ad side here. Let's see if she can go ahead and take this set point for the Iowa Hawkeyes. And she misses the forehand wide. Not very particularly pleased with that call is Zamburek. But the chair does confirm, and you know us here at Crack Rackets, in the chair umpire we trust. 6-1 lead for Pasha Mera. If you can, Richard, keep court 4 up on the big screen and move court 6 onto the little left, bottom left there. And if we can, court 1 instead of court 2 on the top left, as there's a break point for Rafael Lacasse. That's a break there for Lacasse as Hayashida nets the open court volley. Back on serve on court. Back to 1 break on court 1. Lacasse will serve down 2-4. As you see here, Pia Kranholt now about to serve for this opening set on court 4, up 5-3, just the 1 break.
Iowa now leads all 6 singles matches. Could this go 6-1?
Well, I'll go ahead and say there's a long way for that to happen. First sets are only halfway there. But they're definitely keeping up the possibility. Let's see how the rest of this goes. Ooh. And a net cord there. Tough break for Petrovic. Kranholt there up 5-3-15 all there.
Over on singles 6, Jessica Matthews with a break point will look to go up 5-3 and serve for the first set.
Some great offensive play there, really stepping into the baseline, dictating play for Kranholt against Petrovic.
Nice ground strokes from Rafael Lacasse over on court 1. Keeps herself in this game.
Absolutely, and judging by that reaction from Terranova, it looks like Jessica Matthews is up a break there. She's going to serve for it on 6 for Iowa, up 5-3.
Pia Kranholt also getting pretty close. 30 all. Still serving to close out her first set.
If you can go ahead and put court 3 up instead of court 1, those are looking like the most likely to finish. First set at least. 30 all here. Now, we won't go there, but that's a good rebound for Zamburik with a break lead to open things up in the second set there on court 5. Gonna hold off there. Make sure all these first sets finish up before we go to second set action anywhere else.
Over on singles 6, Terranova has a break point to keep herself in this match.
As this Petrovic here on Granholt's serve on court 4. As Pokorna's about to serve forward up 5-4 on court 3. Things could get dicey for Iowa if they can't hold on to these sets. And a double fault there from Granholt gives Petrovic the break back. Now she's going to serve to level things at 5-all, but down 4-5 here.
And what a mental shift. Every time you win a game after being down 5 games is kind of an extra boost to the morale that you can stay in, you can keep going. And I'm sure Petrovic is feeling that right now, as is Isa Gallego. Over on singles 2, Marissa Schmidt holds serve to go up 5-2.
If we can go ahead and put court 6 up on the big screen there, Richard, I believe we're going to get 30-40 with Jessica Matthews serving. Oh, excuse me, deciding point 40-all with Jessica Matthews serving for this set. That's some great battling from Jessica Matthews, digging into her forehand corner there. Manages to stave off Terranova and gets to 6-3 for this opening set.
We'll bring singles 2 up into our big box here as Marissa Schmidt is up 5-2. Danilchenko serving to stay in the match.
Who sets up love 30 here on Danilchenko's serve, 2 points away from this opening set. If you look down at, at singles 3, we've got Gallego battling here, 15-40 on Pokorna's serve, trying to level things at 5-all here.
Singles 2 seems to have a set point here.
Absolutely big forehand down the line, ripped from Marissa Schmidt off the return, sets up love 40 on Danilchenko's serve.
Are you kidding me? You don't overload her on that ball and you overloading on this one?
Can take an ever so important third opening set for the Hawkeyes. Isa Gallego doing a great job to fight back against Barbara Pokorna over on court 3. Has a break point to level the match at 5-all. The Huskers are slowly but surely fighting back. And over on singles 3, that's Isa Gallego. 5-all leveling this match.
Here you go, Poco. Yeah, let's go, Guy.
Let's go, Guy. Come on.
right, next point, Jai. Yeah, Marisa, set up
There's
too
a
Ball sails
big
wide. Sorry, long. Excuse me. Clinches the first set of this match. 6-2.
You can see there Marissa Schmidt giving the Iowa
Yeah,
Hawkeyes
Poco.
3 first sets. They're up a break on court 1, but if we can go there right now. There's a deciding point on Hayashida's serve. Looks like we were a little ahead, but now sets up the deciding point for Lacasse and Hayashida. Excuse me, no, Lacasse did in fact break there. It's 4-all. She'll serve for it now. Serve to go up 5-4 here.
Initially, heading into the ends of these first sets, Iowa had lead in all of them. Now 3 of them are tied leveled. Singles 3 at 5-all, singles 4 at 5-all, and as you just mentioned, Archit, singles 1 at 4-all. The Huskers are doing a great job to fight back and keep themselves in this match.
Absolutely, but if we can go to court 3 in the big screen here. Second serve, love 40. 1540, excuse me, but break points nonetheless for Pokorna. Try and get a second chance to serve for this first set. She does do just that. After this break, she'll serve for it, up 6-5. Yeah, let's go ahead and put court 4 on the big screen.
Nice, Maya. Here we go, Mom. Here we go. Oscar!
Just in time to see Maya Petrovich walk over to her bench. Up 6-5, the first lead that the Huskers have in this match for quite some time now. Will serve to clinch a very crucial opening set for the Huskers.
Up on the screen now are all 3 of the remaining first sets that we've got still on this match. Quick
For an
recap.
update over on singles 5, Anna Zamburik up 2-1. Currently serving to look to convert that break. Over on singles 6, Jessica Matthews broke Terranova to go up 1 love. Is now serving to also convert a break. And singles 2 just got started with their first set. Marissa Schmidt serving.
Why don't we go ahead and put court 3 up on the big screen? They're looking closer to finish with Pokorna serving for the matchup, serving for the set, up 6-5, 30 love.
Set point for Barbara Pokorna.
There's one fought off by Gallego. Still set point though, with Pokorna serving 40-30.
Over on singles 4, Pia Cranholt now has a break point to level this match again at 6-all and send it to a tiebreaker. Ball sails long, and Barbara Pokorna, the Czech Republic native, will clinch a crucial first set. The Hawkeyes doing everything they need to. Leading 4 singles matches now by a set up. A great bounce back after a tough loss at the doubles point.
Well, to close out the remaining first sets, why don't we put 1 and 4 up in the double box? As it's Cranholt and Petrovic about to start their tiebreak. Over on court 1, Hayashida serving to stay in the set, down 4-5.
Here, Let's Go Maya Petrovic up 3-1 in this tiebreak could lead to a very important first set for the Huskers in singles play.
As of right now, again, if Iowa holds on to every first set that they have, not saying that that's likely to be the case, but if Iowa holds on to the first sets that they have, they'll have everything they need to win this match. But if Nebraska can somehow find their way to a few more sets and then extend one of the matches that they've lost first set in, things could get very interesting.
And great net play from Maya Petrovic, putting herself in a great position up 4-1 in this tiebreak.
Great backhand down the line from Lacasse. Still game point for Hayashida in this one to get it to 5-all. And Lacasse misses the forehand return wide, so Hayashida gets it to 5-all. Why don't we go full screen here on court 4 to catch the end of this tiebreaker? We'll move over to the double box if we need to for court 1. But as for right now, why don't we go ahead and see how this first set pans out.
Yes, Masha. Right back, Maya. Hey, come on, come on. Let's go, Maya. Come on. One at a time. Let's go, Huskers.
And it's a 4-2 lead for Petrovic in this breaker with Granhold serving.
You got this. Let's go. You got it, Maya.
Petrovic really going for it. And I guess that's kind of what you have to do. Not much to lose.
Here we go, Red. Let's go, Maya. You got it. Good point here. Come on. Come on. Here we go, Rob. Go, Red. Here we go, Maya. Let's go, Red. Let's go, Mosh.
Scoreboards were frozen there for a second. Back for you. 4-all here in this breaker. Cranholt found her way back after being down a mini break. On serve in this tiebreak.
Yes, Maya. Great return.
But not for long, Petrovic says as she grabs a mini break there. 5-4. She'll have 2 points on her racket. Serve for it. Try and take this set.
Here we go, Maya. All you.
Now an update across the rest of the singles matches currently going on. Singles 1 still tied at 5-all. Over on singles 2, Marissa Schmidt for the Hawkeyes leads 2-love. Singles 3 in their first game of their second set. Singles 5 keeping things tight, 3 apiece. And over on singles 6, Terranova leads 2-1. Every single game matters in this match, especially for the Huskers that are going to look to really make a good comeback here in singles action.
And it's a big ace out wide for Petrovic. 6-4 sets up set point here.
Yes, Masha.
You can see by that emphatic reaction how much she knows she needs the 3 points like that to try and take this first set.
Here we go, Maya. Here we go, Maya. All you.
You can see frustration on both ends of the court. Interesting how the rest of this match will play out past the tiebreak.
Yeah.
It's a big first set for the Huskers.
Here we go, Huskers. Here we go, Huskers.
As Maya Petrovic takes this tiebreaker 7-4.
Let's go, Maya.
Why don't we head on over to court 1, put that on the big screen. As Rafael Lacasse leads Diane Hayashida 6-5. Hayashida serving to stay in this set yet again. And while we're on the changeover, I'll remind everyone, Iowa with first sets on 2, 3, 5, and 6. Now,
Doing everything they need to get this win.
absolutely. Now, Petrovic holding on for the Huskers with the set for herself on 4, excuse me. Let's see if Lacasse can match this. And that's some great hands at the net from Lacasse. Used that unlucky net cord to her advantage to find her way to the net, but Hayashida asked some questions with those passes, and Lacasse had the answers.
Now over on singles 5, the second set much closer than the first. Could be what the Huskers need, along with a win here at singles 1 and Maya Petrovic's first set over on singles 4 as well.
Yeah.
Could be the
As a
3 matches they need.
As a reminder, they're going to have to figure out a way to extend one of the matches that they lost first sets in, because no matter what they do on these 2 courts, Iowa has enough to win the match off the first if they can handle the 4 first sets that they won.
On the other hand, over at singles 2, Marissa Schmidt is continuing a really great run off of the first set. Use that momentum to go up 3-0 over Danielchenko.
Richard using some soccer terminology in here. I like it. I know there was just some Premier League action happening right when we started this match, but
I was wondering what you were laughing at over there. All these super high shots are reminding me of high school days. I feel like we don't really see these kinds of super high shots as often.
and these players noting the importance of being able to stay in the point, try and reset, get the ball as deep as possible in their opponent's territory, find ways to step in to then attack on your terms. And the cast floats the backhand wide. Could have had a chance for a set point there, but we stay at 30-all.
Float wide will open up A game point for Hayashida to keep herself in this match. Send it to another tiebreaker.
That's probably what Hayashida is being told. Extend this match as much as possible. Let your teammates grind it out. If you can grab this first set, that'd be great. But more
Now, I pointed
importantly,
out how close singles 5 is, with Mera up 4-3, but over on singles 6, Maria Terranova with a nice bounce back up 3-1.
however, there is the case of Jessica Matthews up 15-40 if I'm reading the scoreboards correctly. So we'll see if Terranova can consolidate that break. We'll keep you viewers updated.
Any one of these matches, like you mentioned earlier, any one of these 4 matches that they lost the first set in, this is the benefit of having the doubles point. If Io had won the doubles point, this story could have been a lot different.
Absolutely. And you see here a deciding point to try and win this set for Lacasse. Hayashida trying to take this to a breaker. And the cast with yet another backhand wide as she tries to go down the line. And it's Hayashida staying alive to take this one to yet another tiebreaker.
I saw the vision there that Lacasse had. You keep yourself in this rally, you get an opportunity, you go for it.
Absolutely. And if we want to keep this one up on the big screen, we'll do that. But why don't we go ahead and put courts 5 and 6 on the little scene and go to the triple box. Now we'll stay here until the end of this first set, just to keep everyone updated on the rest of these matches. Mera already deep into the second set against Zembirik after taking the first 6-1.
Looks to extend her lead up 40-30. Looking to go up 5-3. That one will actually go to a deciding point. Getting broken here for Zembirik could be a pretty tough situation for her, going down 5-3. Would allow Mera to serve it out. And it looks like Mera might get that opportunity to serve things out. Zembirik not the happiest camper out on the court right now. And that's it. Mera will get the opportunity to serve out for the first point for the Hawkeyes. Is up 5-3.
On serve here in this tiebreak on court 1. Jessica Matthews manages to get back on serve on court 6. She's serving down 2-3, still on serve though. Now, this is a tough break for Nebraska, but it looks like Pia Cranholt as well up a break on court 4. That was the lone set so far that Nebraska has won, thanks to Naya Petrovic. But Lacasse with a solid approach gets up 3-2 here in this tiebreak, still on serve. I believe that forehand goes long for Lacasse. Not entirely sure though.
Jessica Matthews over on singles 6 with a triple game point will look to level things at 3-all. And with some nice net play, she will.
And really quickly, why don't we go ahead and put court 5 in the big box as Mara is serving for the match there for Iowa. Now we know there's still a first set going on court 1, but match point may be a little more important here.
Jessica Matthews' hold to make things 3-all takes away any matches where the Huskers were leading in the second set.
So far in singles action, it's all Iowa. Zemburek, though, does have a look in. Just a one break, 15-30 with Mara serving.
We're on singles 1. Lacasse leads 4-3.
30-all now. 2 points away for Vipasha Mehra.
And over on singles 2, Marissa Schmidt converts on her serve. Goes up 4-1 in the second set. 2 games away from clinching a match. Another point for the Hawkeyes. Nicely constructed point from Zemburek.
Yeah,
a lot
great
of
depth,
some
great
good
depth as
offense
well.
defense transition over there. Start of the point looked like Mara was really on the aggressive, and Zemburek did a good job to flip the script and force an error.
Now she's got break point for herself, try and extend this match. Just a quick update for all on court 1 in that, 5-4 for Lacasse in that tie break. And Mara saves the break. Point.
Yeah. We're on the same page here today, man. But that leads to a deciding point, which will either lead to a break for Zemburek or the first point on the board for the Hawkeyes.
And that's the beauty of college tennis, isn't it? One way or the other, you're getting a match point or a break here. And it's a match point for Mara as she puts the first point on the board for the Iowa Hawkeyes. Evens the score at 1-1. Dominant from start to finish, quite honestly. Why don't we go ahead and put court 1 on the big screen here, 5-all in the tiebreaker.
How about singles 2
Way to play, Poco.
up on your screens? As Marissa Schmidt is 2 points away from breaking Danilchenko and getting an opportunity to serve things out herself to give the Hawkeyes a second point. Again, the coach is very verbal today. A lot of encouragement for the players. And as you can see by some of their body language, some well-needed words of affirmation.
Absolutely. And it's Hayashida with, I believe, a set point here, up 6-5. And some brave serve and volley from the cast there. Didn't flinch in the face of a set point. Levels it at 6-all.
Marissa Schmidt has a triple break point over on singles 2.
Well, while they go over
Or
to the
double
changeover,
break point, excuse me.
while they go to the changeover here, if you want, we can throw that on the big screen.
Right back, Mia, come on.
That ball sails long, and Marissa Schmidt will now have the opportunity to serve out a second point for the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, Poco.
Good
again,
change in
just-
momentum since the doubles point.
Absolutely. It's been all Iowa Hawkeyes in singles here. Even in the sets that Nebraska's won, they've been tight sets that have gone down to the wire. Our last 2 to finish, and that's what you ask for. Even when you're losing a set, just keep battling, stay on the court, extend as far as possible, let your teammates win. Don't let Nebraska put any scoreboard pressure on you, and that's exactly what they've done. Executed perfectly.
A nice backhand, though, from Danielchenko with a great angle. Updates across the match here. Over on singles 3, Pocorna and Gallego in a deciding point.
Okay, let's reset. Come on.
Pocorna up 2-1. Singles 4, Maya Petrovich levels the match at 2-all. And over on singles 6, which you guys can see up there, the one match where the Huskers lead in the second set, Terranova up 4-3.
Let's go, Jess. Yeah, vamos, come
And
on.
I believe that's a set point for Diane Hayashida for Iowa State, up 7-6 in the tiebreaker on the bottom left.
You go, Pia. Come on. Step in. Let's go.
You're real downer for this Nebraska team, already struggling to find wins on the other courts, the one set that they had a lead in.
Let's go, Marisa.
Let's take court 1, and let's see how things are shaping out over there. And
Hayashida
that will do it.
Vamos!
Hayashida with the big first serve takes that first set on court 1. Now, I'm not saying it's over yet, but things are looking pretty dicey for Nebraska. Why don't we go overhead and put court 3 down on the bottom left for everyone. As you see here on court 2, that's a match point for Marissa Schmidt, up 5-1 in this second set, 40-15 here.
Yeah, Poco.
And there's
That's a
the
match
second
on 2
point
hooks.
for the Hawkeyes, really starting to run away with singles play.
Marisa.
Absolutely. 6-2, 6-1 win for Marissa Schmidt over Anfisa Daniilchenko.
Only 2 points left for the Hawkeyes to clinch this match. Would be a great win for this team.
Good job, Marisa.
Richard, why don't we go ahead and put court 3 on the big screen? As Barbara Pocorna, excuse me, with the Love 30 lead here in this service game of Gallego.
Now the two matches on the left side of your screen here at singles 6 and singles 4, the two matches where the Huskers are really still in things. Really need to take advantage of those two, and then hopefully for them a strong second set from Rafael Lacasse to bounce back after that tough tiebreak loss.
It's Petrovic who holds for 3-2 there. Cranholt looking to even things up, but still looking good for Nebraska on court 4 as of right now, but they've got bigger problems to sort out. Break point here for Pokorna. And she grabs the insurance break there, up 2 breaks in this second set.
Well, what a great, lefty forehand to force that error off of Gallego. Really stepped in and went deep and aggressive with her shot.
Now, why don't we go over and put court 4 up on the big bucks here. Actually, excuse me, sorry. Let's move court 6 up as Terranova up 5-3 serving for this set. Try and take things to a decider on court 6. Would be massive for Nebraska.
And initially frustrated Terranova, I remember after that first set, to be a very important morale boost for her.
Some big ripping from the baseline here from Terranova. Set point here for Terranova. Up 40 love, 5-3.
Now, we mentioned it earlier, this would be such a crucial set for the Huskers to win to keep themselves in this match. Now, over on singles 3, Barbara Pokorna, 2 points away from going up 5-1 and an opportunity to close out her match.
Matthews staying alive here so far. Saved 2 set points here. Still a third one on Terra Nova's serve.
Pokorna with game point, up 40-30. And converts, goes up 5-1. Isa Gallego will serve to stay in that match as Pokorna looks to put a third point up on the board for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
And there it is, the serve and the +1 forehand for Terra Nova. Takes things to a decider here on 6. Why don't we go ahead and move court 3 over to the big board? And I believe that's a deciding point on court 4 that ultimately ends up going the way of, is that Petrovic?
Believe so.
Or no, excuse me.
No,
it might have been
Cranholt takes the deciding point to level things at 3-all.
Still on serve there.
Singles 4, proving to be an absolute grueling match.
And Gallego misses the forehand long, and it's Pokorna with love 30 here, 2 points away from breaking to win this match.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Sonny, some fun matches over on the ACC side. Go join our good friend Alex Gruskin over there on ESPN+. Archit's Georgia Tech takes down the mighty Duke Blue Devils. Archit kind of enjoying a bit more success than my Syracuse Orange are, but some fun tennis going on over at the ACC, especially with the addition of Stanford, Cal, and SMU.
Wow. That's some big ripping from Gallego. 2 set points down. Still one more to go, 30-40. Match point.
Really keeping herself in this match. Pokorna looking to close things out at a third point for the Hawkeyes. Would leave them with only one more match to clinch.
That's another forehand pass there. Sets up deciding point, but still, once again, match point for Pokorna.
A fault, the pressure on Gallego.
Corner takes it. The slice floats wide from the racket of Gallego to put the Iowa Hawkeyes up 3-1. Just unrelenting depth from Picorna there in that rally. Puts the Hawkeyes within 1. Why don't we go ahead and put court 4 up on the big board and have our last 3 remaining courts, 1 and 6, up on the side as well. Here comes a break point for Cranhold on court 4. And there's the break for Cranhold. Now things are looking incredibly dangerous for Nebraska here, as Iowa manages to get a break as well in the one match that Nebraska had a lead in. Things could be over pretty quickly here if Iowa manages to hold on in the matches they have a lead in. But we'll see. Why don't we put court 6 up on the big board, as Terra Nova here has a break point on Matthew's serve. And she lands the backhand pass down the line to take it. 1-love lead after the fight back in the second set. Now with the break in the deciding set on court 6. Could this be the start of a fight back? We'll see.
A lot will ride on Maya Petrovich's ability to regain a lead, as well as Rafael Lacasse fighting back, which we know she can based off of that first set, that tight tie break.
Absolutely, and if she takes that set, this match is still anyone's ball game. I mean, of course, it still is, but there was no real clear pathway for Iowa if she takes that first set, but we'll see how things go from here. Why don't we go ahead and put court 4 up on the big screen? So far, 3 straight set wins for Iowa. Diane Hayashida looking to do the same to get the 4th one, but Cranhold trying to extend to a 3rd set. Terra Nova and Matthew is already in one with Terra Nova with the break.
Go Maya, let's go Masha. Go Oscars.
Still got a ways to go if you're a Hawkeyes fan.
Frustration for Pia Cranhold. Clearly not happy with
Yes, Masha.
that ball sailing long.
Oscar!
Now, if I'm a Hawkeyes fan, all eyes over the singles 1, where Diane Hayashida is looking to break and go up 3-1.
And it just looks like Cranhold just has all the momentum on this court. We'll see if Petrovic can try and salvage this, get it back on serve, and take this to a short slice there from Cranhold does the job. 40-15 now, chance to go up 5-3, one game away from taking it to a decider. Quick update from before all of you. Terra Nova up 40-30 on court 6 to consolidate her break, I believe.
She did. She goes up 2-love. A good momentum shift for Terra Nova over on court 6.
Absolutely, got to keep trying fighting. See if you can get a point on the board for the Nebraska Huskers. It's a deciding point here on Grandholt's serve. And it's Petrovic who converts. Break point there. Winning that slice battle on deciding point. Gets it back to 4-all. Nebraska's making a real push here. Staying alive in this match, even though Iowa's up 3-1. No definitive pathway for Iowa to get to 4 points here. Still on serve in the second set on court 1. On serve on 4 and up a break in the decider on 6. And it's a chance for a double break for Terra Nova here on court 6. Richard, if you want to go there. And she takes it. 3-love lead, double break. Now with all the momentum here on court 6. Can we throw court 1 up on the big screen, please, Richard? That's Hayashida 30 all on serve.
Regarding men's matches today, Mr. Funky Co, to answer your question, our CrossCourt cast coverage covers interconference play, so Big Ten teams versus Big Ten teams. But Cornell did beat Michigan State earlier today 4-3, and Ohio State plays at Texas, and Illinois will welcome Arizona. Both of those matches are at 3.
40-30 here for Hayashida. Being down 15-30 here, trying to stave off the cast. And the cast nets a backhand to give Hayashida the 3-2 lead in this one. So staying on serve here. Let's switch over to court 4.
Singles 4 and 6, both looking to go in the way of the Huskers. Pietrovich will aim to break Cranholt for the match. And over on singles 6, Terranova with some great momentum, up 3-love against Jessica Matthews.
Things could get real interesting, folks. Only a couple of points away, really, from a 3-3 battle. Now, Nebraska no stranger to coming back from down big leads to a 3-3 battle, as they did so unsuccessfully against Maryland, ultimately losing in that deciding match. Will they be looking to reverse the tides here? They're going to have to do so.
Terranova on serve, 2 points away from going up 4-love.
And the backhand pass goes wide, I believe. That's love 15 for Petrovich.
Over on singles 6, Maria Terranova up a triple game point. Will look to go up 4-love, putting Jessica Matthews in quite the predicament. And Jessica Matthews will serve to stay in the match. Down 4-love to Terranova. Could be the momentum shift the Huskers need to take this one.
And the forehand called long for Cranholt. Petrovich up 15-30 in this one, I believe. Excuse me, 15 all. Apologies, scoreboard is on a bit of a lag for us here, but we'll get that situated. Some soft hands there from Cranholt. It's a great job.
And Hayashida over on singles 1, 2 points away from a crucial break against Rafael Lacasse.
That's Cranholt netting a transition forehand. Get 30 all. Petrovich 2 points away from taking this set. Short slice there again, trying to draw Petrovich in, get it off her strike zone. Cranholt does so successfully. 40-30 here. And again, it's Cranholt who finishes it at the net. Manages to hold for 5-all here in this set, so no match point there for Petrovic. We're staying at 5-all. Why don't we head on over to court 1 on the big screen as Diane Hayashida has break point here.
30-40. Again, singles 4 proving to be a very tight match. Will go the distance.
And that's a brilliant serve +1 to set up the swinging volley for Rafael Lacasse. Sets up a deciding point, still break point for Hayashida.
Over on court 6, Maria Terranova converts the break, goes up 5-0, will serve for the match to give Nebraska their second point of the match and their first singles point.
Not sure what exactly happened over there. Okay.
Seems like Lacasse's shot went wide.
Yeah, umpire called it out. 4-2. Hayashida with the break in hand. Why don't we put court 6 up on the big screen so we can catch Terranova trying to serve this one out. Rip with the forehand. We've seen it all day long from Terranova after that first set.
Over on singles 4, Maya Petrovic holds her serve. Pia Cranholt will now serve to stay in the match. Down 6-5. Petrovic will also look to give the Huskers another point.
And Terranova misses that one wide. Right now in this race to 4 wins, Iowa has what it needs with a break in hand on court 1. However, it is all Nebraska so far on courts 4 and 6. They try and finish out their matches. Oh, what a point.
Over on singles 1, Rafael Lacasse up a triple break point on Hayashida. Looks to break back, put things back on serve.
Fight back for Nebraska's and that's the match. for Maria Terranova. Puts a Nebraska point on the board for 3-2. Why don't we put courts 1 and 4 in the double box? Catch the endings of those two matches. Break point for Lacasse here. Hayashida holds her off with the swinging volley so far for 30-40. Still break point. As Cranholt serves to stay in this set and the match, really. And that's the break back for Lacasse.
Over on court 4, risky positioning for Cranholt to be standing inside of the baseline, trying to take time away from her opponent.
Well, she's got it to 30 all now, but
you've got to do what you got to do.
2 points. Yeah, and the fight back for Nebraska. This could go down to the wire again as Petrovic 2 points away from taking the match here and back on serve on court 1. Great attacking play there from Cranholt. Gets it to 40-30. Gonna try and send this to another breaker.
Such a well-constructed point from Diane Hayashida as she looks to clinch the match and close things out for the Hawkeyes.
Now we're going to a breaker on 4. Petrovic nets the forehand swinging volley. Cranholt nets the forehand swinging volley, and Petrovic holds for 1-love in this tiebreak. And that's 15-30 for Diane Hayashida. Petrovic with some strong net play there. 2-1.
Diane Hayashida with double break point against Lacasse will look for her opportunity to serve this match out.
And it's Hayashida who nets the backhand. And Lacasse fights off one break point. Still another to go. And that's a forehand dumped into the net by Petrovic.
Hayashida still with another opportunity to go up 5-3.
When she takes with the backhand stunner down the line off the return.
Diane Hayashida will have an opportunity to serve out not only her own match at singles one, but the match as a whole, and clinch for the Iowa Hawkeyes. Up 5-3 on serve.
Lacasse says not so fast, love 15 here. She's going to make it interesting. P. Cranholt up 4-2 after the break. She can hang on and extend this. I feel like Iowa really like their chances of closing this match out.
But still, Rafael Lacasse has a response up 30 love, or love 30, excuse me. Trying to make things ever more difficult for Hayashida.
And it's a stunning backhand pass from Cranhold to go up 5-2 in the breaker.
Great point over on court 4. Using every single shot in the arsenal to get that one done. Rafael Lacasse with a double break point.
And she nets the overhead and Lacasse gets the break because, of course, Of course that happens.
And Lacasse will now serve to keep herself in this match, down 4-5 to Diane Hayashida.
Back on serve with Cranholt. 2 points on her serve to win this match. Excuse me. Extend this match. Sets up a set point over on court 4 for Pia Cranholt.
Pietrowicz clearly frustrated, banging her racket on her shoe. Singles 4 could really go the distance here, but will it matter if Diane Hayashida can close things out over on court 1? We'll just have to wait and see.
That's an ace up the tee for Pia Cranholt. Takes this to a decider. This match isn't over yet. Why don't we go full screen over on court 1? As Hayashida is going to attempt to break for the match while Cranholt and Petrovic take their required break before heading into a deciding set.
Hayashida standing so far back on the Lacasse serve that she's not even on screen right now. Speaks to how much time she wants to allow herself to really formulate a good return. But the second serve for Lacasse will bring Hayashida on screen for us.
Big serve up the tee. Make it 30-15 for Lacasse. Serving to stay in the match and keep Nebraska in the match. Hayashida misses the forehand long. Lacasse up 40-15.
Will have her opportunity to serve it out and keep herself in this match, level it at 5-all. Send this set the distance.
Backhand down the line winner. Incredible quality here at this stage of the match. And she misses the forehand long, and we're at 5-all. Play on, says Lacasse.
Second set level here on singles 1, as over on singles 4. Kranholt and Petrovich begin their third set.
We'll stay here till the remainder of the second set, because either we'll come away with the match being clinched, or we're going to a decider on court 1 as well. Incredible resiliency so far from Nebraska, not throwing in the towel yet. Iowa still looking for a push to the close. 30-love Hayashida.
Lacasse hangs in. Really nice aggressive play, moving herself up into the net.
Absolutely did a great job redirecting the ball there, attacking the Hayashida forehand.
Over on singles 4, Pia Kranholt breaks to take the first game 1-love. Will look to add kind of an insurance for the Hawkeyes.
Apologies for the issues with the camera there, but it is Lacasse with the volley winner to bring up break point, I believe. Yes, 30-40 here on Hayashida's serve. Chance for Lacasse to now serve for the second set. And Hayashida says, not on my watch, sets up the serve in the backhand +1. Deciding point still to come.
Hayashida clearly going on the aggressive with her serve.
And she double
Will
faults there.
double fault to give Lacasse a 6-5 lead and the opportunity to serve out this set and send singles 1 to a decider as well.
You said it there, Richard. Maybe Hayashida a tad too aggressive on that second serve. Misses it long. And it's Lacasse now with the chance to serve for it. Extend this match even further. Why don't we head on over to court 4, where Pia Kranholt leads 1-love. Still on serve, though.
Beginning of singles play, all signs lead towards the Hawkeyes. But now the matches are getting tighter and tighter. And with that reaction might say it all. The Huskers now with an opportunity to really take charge of this match. Super well constructed point from Pia Cranholt. Really went on the aggressive, stepping into her shots, taking time away from Petrovic and allowing herself the opportunity to really move up into the net and take that forehand on the rise. The shot sails long off of the racket of Cranholt. And the match continues to go neck and neck. I'll take us into a 2-box here, as Rafaela Lacasse is only 2 points away from clinching the second set for the Huskers and sending Court 1 to a decider as well. Make that 1 point, set point for Lacasse over on singles 1. And Rafaela Lacasse constructs himself a very nice point, forces Hayashida to give her a high ball that she comes in, attacks on. And that is the second set, the way of the Huskers for Rafaela Lacasse on singles 1. This match will go the distance.
Of course, Richard, with both matches early in their third sets now. Which way are you leaning in this one? Any specific
Honestly,
feelings?
there's no clear momentum shift here. Everything is staying pretty tight. Singles four staying on serve. Singles one, as we just mentioned, now going into a deciding set. I think this is the beauty of the situation right now. There's no momentum shift in one direction or the other.
But you do have to believe that the longer this stretches out for Iowa, the longer it takes to close out Nebraska, it's just going to add more and more belief to this Nebraska team. The longer they stay out on court, they're going to feel like they've got a shot and they can keep doing this and keep going until they win this match. But, at this stage, the really no easy way to lean. You think at this point, probably Lacasse probably has more of a edge over on
I would
court
agree.
one. After
I would
taking
agree.
that, she probably has all the momentum now. But then you'd probably lead Cranholt given that she won the second set there. So at this point, it's just going to be a race to the clinch, isn't it? And how well, Nebraska needs 2 wins. Iowa needs 1. You'd rather be Iowa in this one.
When you think about it, they've been playing these singles matches for about 2 hours now. So this has just become clearly just a matter of longevity. Who can endure and outlast the other? And when you look at singles one, you've got to like the odds for Rafael Lacasse. Such an important set to win for her. Not only now momentum, but she's sustained a level of play across these few hours that's been very high. And singles four is just continually neck and neck.
And it's Petrovich who nets the backhand slice. She's taking out her frustration on that left shoe.
Opposite stories in these two matches. Obviously in singles one, Hayashida for the Hawkeyes takes the first set, then Lacasse with the comeback. On singles four, the opposite, Petrovich with the first set in a close tiebreaker. Cranholt responds in the second. You can't help but like the odds for the players that won their second sets. In this case, Lacasse and Cranholt, who are feeling probably a pretty good momentum shift in their direction.
Absolutely.
Over on singles four, Pia Cranholt up a double break point. Could prove to be a very important break point for her. The opportunity to go up 3-1. And Archit, like we mentioned, you gotta like the odds for the player who won the second set.
Absolutely, just extending that match, giving yourself that lifeline. Now it feels like you're the one in control of the match. You've taken over the reins. It's all you at that moment, and you start, playing a little bit more freely, thinking internally. Whilst it's just human nature that the other player is going to start thinking about the missed opportunities that they let slip, chances to close out these matches in straight sets for both players, and just wasn't the case. And now here we are in 2 third sets to decide this match. That is, in fact, the break for Cranhold. She's going to serve up 3-1. Just like we said, Rafael Lacasse breaks. And as you can see, it's just the momentum that these two players have after taking their second sets. Now early breaks into these deciding sets, and at this point, you may just favor Iowa given the fact that Cranhold broke earlier and their third set started earlier, so maybe there's a chance she finishes first. But we'll see. One break doesn't really mean that much. As evidence today, we've seen a lot of one break sets turn into lost sets.
But Archit, let me ask, how much of an effect would Lacasse finishing, say Lacasse wins her match, if she finishes before Cranhold and Pietrovich, how much of an effect could that have on the tone that continues throughout singles 4?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, say Nebraska extends the match on either court, right? Puts up one more point. It's probably got to put whatever pressure is left on the shoulders of whoever's left on the court for Iowa, right? At the end of the day, your team was up 3-1, serving for matches. They served for the match in one court, and at the end of the day, it's highly unlikely that they will feel no pressure at being in that situation. It's probably, in fact, the burden gets a little bit heavier. Everyone's depending on you to clutch this out for your team, and not always the easiest thing to do.
Speaking of clutching it, Pia Cranhold holds for a 4-1 lead. Things not looking great for the Huskers.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, if you're the coach talking to Maya Petrovich, you're telling her, listen, you just got to keep extending, keep battling, stay in this match, extend as much as you can, give your teammate a chance to close out her set, just keep fighting, make them think, put the ball in the court, just, don't give up anything, right? It's most important is not to go away while competing on the court mentally.
And there's something that you said there that I find so crucial to these conversations is longevity and consistency, right? I feel like with the college circuit, we see a lot of these longer rallies, just stressing the importance of consistency and getting your shots in.
Well, it's just in the biggest moments, you don't want to be the reason that your team lost, right? again, there is some truth to maybe some teams would like to go down swinging, right, and believing in themselves instead of playing not to lose. Rather, they'd play to win. So there is certainly that case to be made, but at the end of the day, it's all about competing at your highest level and not throwing in the towel mentally is most important. And so far, that seems like Pia Cranholt's taking that to heart. She's up 4-1 here. Cass up 2-love with Hayashida to serve now. She's doing her part. Can Petrovich hang on, extend, and just keep battling? Give Nebraska a fighting chance at closing out this match and completing the comeback.
And part of it isn't even, lying on Petrovich's shoulders. It's Cranholt's momentum that has just proven to be a force to be reckoned with in this third deciding set.
See, that's evidenced by that long rally. She's the one playing a bit more freely, not worrying so much about putting the ball on the court, whereas, she's kind of understood that, like, this match is on her racket if she can continue to play her best tennis, and she's risen to the occasion. And now it's all about if Petrovich can match her. That's a big missed overhead for Cranholt because at that point, Petrovich's body language just looked defeated, but don't want to be giving your opponent a look in at this stage of the match.
The second serve for Hayashida as she aims to put herself on the board in this deciding set.
Dirty all here on Petrovich's serve. Dangerous position to be in here.
And with Cranholt's shot going long and wide for that matter, it sets up a game point for Maya Petrovich. An opportunity to really keep herself in this match and let it continue to go, as you mentioned, just staying in the fight.
Does just that. Sticks the volley into the open court. 4-2. Cranholt to serve. Lacasse still up a break over on court 1. Serving up 2-1.
Now the question over on singles 4, was that game for Maya Petrovic enough to really swing the momentum and put the tides in her favor? Cranholt will serve to put herself up 5-2.
Well, Petrovic nets a forehand second serve return volley into the net, but I'd reckon that what she's done is kind of just extend her lifeline, right? And just, keep staying alive, just, hold on to your serve. And sometimes you just kind of have to hope that your opponent gets a little tight in those moments. But Petrovic isn't exactly doing herself any favors with these errors here. She's got to kind of cut them down a little bit. I know easier said than done, especially in this situation where you feel like you kind of let the match slip away almost, but at the end of the day, it's all about just finding another gear when it matters most. And that's 3 straight errors in this game for Petrovic, including 2 missed forehand second serve returns. Not the greatest message that you want to send to Pia Cranholt. Because right now, all she's thinking is, I have to put the ball in the court, and this point is mine.
Now, between that and Hayashida going up 30-love on Lacasse's serve, what you could be seeing here is potentially the momentum shift towards the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, for sure. Although you do see Lacasse rip a forehand down the line winner to make it 15-30, but still. Again, if you're in this position, if you're one of the 2 head coaches, you'd rather be the head coach of Iowa, That's much
Super
better
well
from
constructed
Petrovic.
point from Petrovic. Really nice drop shot to lure Cranholt in. And Cranholt's shot comes right to her with 3/4 of an open court. Lacasse's shot goes wide, and Hayashida levels things at 2-all.
There we go. Petrovic really showing some mettle here. Trying to battle as hard as she can. Sets up deciding point here. Chance to break back. Stay in this match. As Hayashida gets this to 2-all, it's going to be also important for Petrovic to really give her teammate something to cheer for. That does it. Petrovic battling back on serve here on court 4. Great resilience.
Sonny, you're absolutely right. Like we mentioned earlier, you're seeing a lot of these high, heavy topspin rallies back and forth. So you got to change something up.
Exactly. And this stage, the name of the game is all about finding ways to make your opponent uncomfortable, right? Whether that's keeping it slicing low, mixing up the high, heavy topspin balls out of their strike zones, moving them around the court with different angles. Why don't we go full box over to court one while they're on their change over here, Richard? So that's a love 30 lead for Lacasse here in this situation, and Nebraska making another push. Love 40, excuse me.
Like you mentioned, Archit, making your opponent uncomfortable. Hayashida's shot forcing Lacasse to, have a contact point kind of level with her body, if not behind her.
And that's the break for Lacasse. Does a great job of stepping into the court, dictating play with their forehand, ultimately gets Hayashida on the move where she misses that backhand line wide. About 30 seconds ago, we were saying you'd much rather be Iowa in this case, and now we're swinging back to saying, oh my God, Nebraska's really got a shot in this one. Maybe you'd rather be them.
And I think comes down to, Lacasse is keeping herself involved, and Pietrovich has been making a really great comeback to keep herself involved in that match. Currently up 30-love on her own serve, looking to level the match at 4 apiece.
It's all about moves and counter moves here, and now we'll see how Iowa manages to rebound from a couple of setbacks here, trying to close out these matches, but see how things go. Apologies for these graphics. These matches most definitely aren't completed. Stick with us. We'll try and get those fixed up for you.
Now we've discussed the strategy for the players over on singles 4. What's the winning strategy for the players over on singles 1 for you, Archit? I was saying we mentioned the strategies over for singles 4. What would you say is the strategy for the players over on singles 1 to close things out in their own favor?
Apologies, everyone. Sorry about that. My audio cut off. I'd say what's most important, just what if you're a Lacasse, just try and get the first strike in at this point, right? Dictate play on your own terms. We saw how she was able to do that, get Hayashido on the move. It's just tough, with Hayashida, she's grinding out from behind the baseline, about 5 feet back, just trying to, insert herself into the point. What's most important is really just getting as many balls in play as you can, try and chase down as many balls, because at this stage, she's not going to, shift away from what her game style is. Neither player will. So it's just at the end of the day, who can dictate a greater share of the points and who can execute under pressure.
Now you mentioned something that was interesting to me that I touched on earlier. The fact that when you look at Hayashida's returning position off the first serve, it's not even on camera for us. As the same for, and this is not the only, I mean, she's not the only player today that returned so far back, but it allows your opponent so much extra time in comparison to playing up higher. And you look at Hayashida now, and she is, like you mentioned, a few feet behind the baseline, which works for her. But I think something that would throw off Lacasse is if you step in a little bit more, take some time away, because Lacasse is starting to get used to having that time because of how far back Hayashida's playing.
Backhand goes wide for Petrovic. Cranhold now 30-15 up in this one. If she can manage to hold here, she can get one game away. Try and break to win this match. Solid backhand pass there. Lets out a roar.
The match on singles four is so interesting because of the contrast to singles one. We just mentioned how the match over on singles one tends to have some deeper, farther back, more elongated rallies, whereas on court four, it is an aggression battle. It is who can get up to net or finish the point first.
Absolutely. Both players buying into the age-old saying fortune favors the brave. What a point. It doesn't get much better than this, folks, but Cranholt just finding ways, gritting out these rallies. Up 5-4 now. Chance to break for this match. Let's go full box on one.
Over on one, the bold in that quote that you used, Archit, is Rafael Lacasse up 4-2. Like you mentioned, could change the tides of this match.
A double fault there. Looks like it's starting to get to Hayashida a little bit. This is
And
when the errors start to creep in. The legs get a little tired. You're not pushing up as much. The arm feels heavy when you're about to hit that kick serve on second serve.
and
As you can,
you look at Lacasse's body language. She's feeling the momentum, and this could be such an important break of serve if she can convert. Would allow her the opportunity to serve for the match and for singles four to be a decider for the whole thing.
absolutely. And look, this is where you see her getting more confident, stepping into the baseline, and Hayashida scrambling in the back of the court, just trying to put balls in play.
Took the words straight from my mouth.
Well, as you well know, Richard, I'm no stranger to choking close tennis matches. So, and the cast just misses the forehand wide. Richard, if you've got an eye on court 4, please go ahead and turn that up whenever they get out of the chairs for the match. And again, Lacasse steps into the court with that big forehand. Pins Hayashida back, makes it a tough passing shot, and she's got break point here to take a 5-2 lead in this deciding set. Meanwhile, Cranholt going to try and break to secure the lead for that. Hayashida injecting some pace of her own on that backhand down the line. It's the first time in a while we've seen her get really, really aggressive in this match. And over to court 4, where Petrovic is attempting to serve to stay in the match. Still break point on 1.
Garrett, you said it. I mean, this could very well go down to the last match. This could very well be a 4-3 final score. When you look at singles 1, the deciding point to allow Rafael Lacasse the opportunity to serve out her match. And on singles 4, Petrovic fighting to stay in hers. And the deciding point goes the way of Hayashida. She keeps herself in this match.
Absolutely. She had a couple of great digs in that one. Absolutely lung-busting rally there. Does an incredible job to stay in it yet again. 4-3. Doesn't let Lacasse serve for this match. Let's head on over to singles 4, where it's match point Cranholt 15-40. Full screen. And Petrovic saves 1, 30-40. And it's a double fault that sends Iowa into a win. With 4-2 the final score. Cranholt taking an absolute battle over Petrovic. You can just see how much it means to both sides. With that, it was Iowa who took the early lead in singles. Did a phenomenal job there.
I mean, Archit, what a great way to start off this season of Big Ten CrossCourt casts. I mean, your first reaction to this match, I mean, at the start, it seemed like all signs were pointing towards the Nebraska Huskers in that doubles point. And then the tides shift, and before you know it, Iowa comes out swinging in the singles point.
Absolutely. I mean, how lucky are we? First of all, first week of Big Ten CrossCourt cast this season, and we get an instant classic, to be honest. Like, that match came absolutely down to the wire. It may not have gotten the 4-3 scoreline that it necessarily deserved, but just massive win for Iowa. Coming back from the disappointment of losing that doubles point so emphatically, and just, really taking it to Nebraska in singles, 3 straight sets wins, and then just finding a way over on court 4. Just incredible resilience from Iowa, and what a fight from Nebraska as well.
Now, where do you see how things changed and the momentum shifted towards Iowa? I mean, is it a specific moment? Is it a whole collection of opportunities and moments?
I mean, you've probably just got to point to. I want to know what was said in that locker room after the doubles point. I want to know what coaches said to the players, how they responded. To me, like, being able to come out from that way, there has to be a sense of just urgency and a sense of, real determination to bounce back, be aggressive, play on your terms, and just, commit to really giving your all on the court. And that's exactly what they did today. And they were successful in finding a way to win.
I mean, credit to the Huskers. Great play in the doubles point. A huge props and great fight from Terranova, Pietrovic, and Lacasse, who all played great. It's going to be so interesting. This was a huge win for the Iowa Hawkeyes, now 7-6. Beating a 9-2 team is definitely super helpful, not only to their record and, what you see on paper, but also to team morale as well.
Absolutely. 100% agreed with you.
Well, with that said, we thank you guys for joining us on this Sunday for just over 3 hours of play between Iowa and Nebraska. We'll be back next week with more Big Ten matchups. Stay tuned for all the stuff we have lined up here at Cracked Racquets. And thank you guys for joining us. See you next week.